Ali said black means death, but y'all blind and deaf and can't read truth you can't find. Mitch Drew Ali lessons waiting for Jesus. Teaching lies as competence, nigga doesn't mean niggas. More doesn't mean black, it means more bite. And high priest of a new, holding the marvelous light. 7 orbs in our palm, we are ancients returned. From the line of roots, skin looks like brass burned. Hair looks like Zoroaster, face of an old neck. Sundial is my watch, FOH with your Rolex. Major not minority, no clicking heels like Dorothy. Flames on a straw man, no joining their sorority. Great Seal is not Illuminati, but Moorish. Disrespect Moors and we might get boorish. We're in our own land, fam, don't call me a tourist. I use the floor more, fine-tuning my auras. Let them know that I'm back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that you're back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that I'm back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that you're back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth.
Get your foot up off my ottoman. Empire built for an ottoman. Never mix me up for them other men. I'm writing with an iron pen. Good life and not a gym. Born in an empire, not in sin. Moorish American, round table, Moorish ordering. I am feminine and masculine. Principle, rights inalienable. So I'm able. Now Cain wants to kill me. Biblical. My brother who pretends to be brotherly. Try to put me back in slavery. Confederate flags under my cherry tree. Washington cut it down, but Washington is still in me. Moors, yo, I speak the tongue, uplift the blind, the deaf, the dumb, and everything is mine, you some. Legislative act, municipal outcomes. Animal farm, I see the reruns. Nation never cared for a president. Trudeau in a turban, that's evident. Major, not minor, that's permanent.
Let them know that I'm back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that you're back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that I'm back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that you're back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth.
Title is Glad you is a mind time to wake. Death cousin has a slave, so a prophet said to take you from the kids who I laid. Title is now solid as a rock, that ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks, everything L. 9 drops from ya, where I'm from yourself. The who's blank, I'm not. She's out the water, the bank sprung up. With unsalvation now, you can't stand up. In the womb there's stars, arms, 2 legs, arm heads, none for them, of us. Humanity, Marcus was the harbinger. Ali came forth from ya. The great meeting is on. I see the crescent and the dragon ball when dive into the 101. Oh man, you went up. Hell, realign with yourself, higher up. What up? 2 rips, what you shaking? You forming the trust. Wake, or it's your funeral. You arming with libraries, or it's Garbin. The title is Glad you is a mind time to wake. Death cousin has a slave, so a prophet said to take it from the kids who I laid. Title is now solid as a rock, that ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks, everything L.
Matriarch rules, spirit lessons, watch patriarch fools telling you man is God when the creator is you. The mud you made man from is really the womb. Feminism got you single and trying to be your groom. The prophet held you in his arms, turban with the plume. Told you be yourself, your face wearing a costume. Waving your fake fingernails and flipping your fake hair. Never on time paying late fees for daycare. Blaming dad, trying to be right, not the fact you're a dyke. Keep your male sons childlike and life dream like 800 no phones, massaging dicks for those from lower self to higher self. It's just a stone's throw. If I'm a star, then God is, you are a universe. I'm your helper, you are the God and the earth. You are the yin, I am the yang that came from yin. We all came from her. Civilization is feminine. She is nature, intuition, wisdom, and compassion. Woman's highest calling lead man to his soul's passion, and man's highest calling is to protect her. not when she talks, dismissing intellect as conjecture.
The title is Glad You Is a Mind Time to Wait. Death cousin has a sleep too. Prophet said to take it from the kids who I laid. Now solid as a rock, that ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks, everything else.
I'm a Moor, 10 toes down on my square, yeah. To get here, you might need a couple stairs, yeah. Walk through the darkness to get to the light, yeah. I enforce law all by myself, yeah. With no cameras, no gimmicks, cause this is real life, people. I don't take pictures. You can deal with the facts or love fiction. You identify with black, you know something's missing. Where your flag, where your nation, ain't something missing. Here's mine right in front of me, and it was hitting. We were taken from Africa, that's bull listen. Cause we was right in America before Christians. And I'm Moorish American, I'm so gifted. I don't need marijuana to get you lifted. That's what I do for humanity, don't get me twisted. The Inquisition control, you've been calling business. I call it treason, the reason I'm so relentless.
Title is Glad You Is a Mind Time to Wait. Death cousin has a sleep, so the prophet said to take it from the kids who I laid. Now solid as a rock, that ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks, everything else.
Arm, leg, arm, head. Mama, meditate laying in my bed with my mala. I self-law, a master, Allah. Nearest place to me, there is the heart. Love, truth, peace, freedom, justice, what we follow. Egg of life transformed, turn into the flower. Tree of life, man's form, learn the Kabbalah. See through the sandstorm, move like impalas. Follow Drew Ali's model, yeah, we them street scholars. We don't pop bottles and we don't pop collars. Hand on the throttle every second, minute, hour. Rhythm, vibration, words, sound, and power. Perfumes and sensation, flesh has devoured. Took its final station, now the sweet smell sour. Always practice patience in heat, never power. Hear the free with punch L from the tower, let your hair down.
The title is Glad You Is a Mind Time to Wait. Death cousin has a sleep, so the prophet said to take it from the kids who I laid. Now solid as a rock, that ain't Hudson Bay. Them are Moorish docks, everything else.
Initiates of the Sacred Brotherhood of Elite MCs. Raw Mysterious Initiates of the Sacred Brotherhood of Elite MCs. Raw Mysterious Initiates of the Sacred Brotherhood of Elite MCs. Raw Mysterious Initiates of the Sacred Brotherhood of Elite MCs. Raw Mysterious. Drew Ali is happy when Moors are happy. Vixens wink fake lashes trying to trap me. 40 days and nights battling the lower demons. This is not their land, hybrids can't be free men. If this is not their land, who's the immigrant thinking they're sovereign? Imagination figment, recessive is their status, lacking pigment. Game for the Thanksgiving, but no commitment to indigenous Moors they conquered with Bibles. Signs in the vitals and signs in the cycles, only to strangle, embracing my rivals. Free national standards, not playing with the tribals. Each Moor is their own Christ, not disciples. Whether hands or thoughts, no worshiping idols. Always carry my Moorish Quran, no recitals. Everyone will not process ancients' arrivals. Initiates of the Sacred Brotherhood of Elite MCs. Raw Mysterious Initiates of the Sacred Brotherhood of Elite MCs. Raw Mysterious Initiates initiates of the Sacred Brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the Sacred Brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious.
Innate mystic ability to show and prove a lesson, coupled with the agility to move you with the message. Presence of divine mind to navigate you with a reference, urgent with a purpose, perfect. Emergent urban legends, real more is not a question or a choice or a preference. You are who you are, you should have the same obsession. Broke the same jewels to a dude, the corner, Jane and Western. What you reppin', all that effort, that direction, keep you separate in a world of blind sheep. I was born to be a shepherd, mind like an elephant. Got the paws of a leopard, means I'm wise and I'm strong. Crank you up like I'm a record, take you to the body shop. Correct your lines to true vector manifestations. Matter, energy, and mind, spirit men unsung. Trey Young dropping dimes until you tighten up. You catching splinters from the pine, clean the clouds out your thoughts. That's what keep you in the bind.
Initiates of the Sacred Brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the Sacred Brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the Sacred Brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the Sacred Brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious.
First Pyramid War was the machinations of Seth, who coveted the powers and territories allotted to Osiris, including the fertile lands of Lower Egypt and the monumental Giza pyramids. This conflict wasn't merely about territorial control, but also about influencing the space activities and the celestial comings and goings of the gods.
It's the return of a new high priest. Drualiites, a death chamber Morpheus, y'all some neophytes. Red dress Tyrese distracts you. Focus is lost. Open your mental prisons. Free your thoughts. Music is magic's highest level and form. Word man and sheep flow like torrential rainstorms. Potential infinite, far from hypocrites. Experience is the product when we deliver it. Rapping like a parcel, part never partial. Watch for the patriarchal laws, that's martial. Distracted again, you fell for sparkles and twinkles. Brainwash all over your minds with commercial jingles. Mind force field, y'all think it's lyrics. It's metaphysics, civics, ancestral spirits. Not very specific, scientific. Seeing spirituality is not acrylic.
Yo, this chronic smoking of microphones and opponents doesn't have me choking, got my lungs wide open.
First Pyramid War was the machinations of Seth, who coveted the powers and territories allotted to Osiris, including the fertile lands of Lower Egypt and the monumental Giza pyramids. This conflict wasn't merely about territorial control, but also about influencing the space activities and the celestial comings and goings of the gods.
It's the return of a new high priest. Drualiites, a death chamber Morpheus, y'all some neophytes. Red dress Tyrese distracts you. Focus is lost. Open your mental prisons. Free your thoughts. Music is magic's highest level and form. Word man and sheep flow like torrential rainstorms. Potential infinite, far from hypocrites. Experience is the product when we deliver it. Rapping like a parcel, part never partial. Watch for the patriarchal laws, that's martial. Distracted again, you fell for sparkles and twinkles. Brainwash all over your minds with commercial jingles. Mind force field, y'all think it's lyrics. It's metaphysics, civics, ancestral spirits. Not very specific, scientific. Seeing spirituality is not acrylic.
Yo, this chronic smoking of microphones and opponents doesn't have me choking, got my lungs wide open. Mind's eye spoken, broken, encoded slogans interwoven with loaded meaning. Best known to mend and remedy broken treaties. Time and time again like the dial of Archimedes. Hearts beating to the sound of her drum. Seeking to be one with the law's algorithms. Found out no need to kowtow or submit. Better we be harmonious than subservient. Worship and adulation by all means seem to be traits of a mortal, egotistical being, yet the creator craves not any of these things, not no mystery god, dark of facade, putting us at odds to be separate and apart, because the closest place to meet our laws in the heart, in the heart, in the heart, in the heart, in the heart,
Avenger of Osiris, led the charge against Seth, backed by the technological marvel of the winged disc, crafted by Thoth. The war culminated in Horus's victory, relegating Seth to the fringes of the Egyptian pantheon and securing the divine and earthly realms under Horus's dominion. The aftermath of the First Pyramid War set the stage for the Second Pyramid War, fueled by unresolved disputes and the illegal occupation of strategic territories by the descendants of the Hamitic Canaan. This war was not just a rehash of previous conflicts, but a sophisticated engagement involving advanced weaponry and strategies, showcasing the gods' prowess and their manipulation of natural and technological resources. Ninurta.
This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask, tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water, watch the lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts with Moors, they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallets, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the combo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take Moorish science to the highways and hedges. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the prophet. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma say it's again. Remain cautious, cause often it's in again.
This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask, tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water, watch the lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts with Moors, they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallets, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the combo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take Moorish science to the highways and hedges. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the prophet. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma say it's again. Remain cautious, cause often it's in again. That's in the police out, just the silence men. When they bust through your door, you won't breathe again. That's in again. That's in the police out, just the silence men.
This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask. Tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water. Watch the lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts with Moors, they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallets, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the combo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take Moorish science to the highways and hedges, this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the profit. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma send Brits again. Remain cautious, cause often it's in again. That's in the police out, just the silence men. When they bust through your door, you won't breathe again. Nationality will show you how to live again. It can change the predicament you're living in. You can heal the whole world without medicine. Only truth can make you a better man. Why lie? Cause you got paid to murder men. Then you try to lock them up when they riot in. That's okay, cause for freedom I'm diving in. With no knowledge you come back to die again. Resurrect me not, cause I'd rather be one with Allah.
This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Islam Moors. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. If you have children, they're trying every weak mind right now. Have boys fallen in love with chatbots. How you fall in love with a chatbot? Because man is mind. Man is mind. So since man is mind, they don't need a body. You need to, look into her eyes and see her soul and all that stuff anymore. You just get a chatbot. Do you know this is Terminator and all of them basically manifesting right now in your face, iRobot and all that stuff manifesting, people are laughing, that's a movie. Remember when the math teacher told you about make sure you know that they're telling you the stuff in the movies? Math teachers been told us. We've been known. Been telling people. Been putting the word out. What's going on? They're not trying to hear what Moors are saying. They didn't listen to everybody else. They're going to listen to everybody else. Okay. Chatbots have people murdering themselves. Murder yourself because of a chatbot. And then, of course, chatbot creator, whoever's going to get sued because, like I deal with, I know because I deal with your children who They're at school, eyes burning because they're up until 3 a.m. On these devices because people let their children have their device and all that stuff. Like you don't know what's going on out here, but do your thing. Right now, like right now, tonight, there's gonna be people who are children, and these children have parents, and their parents think their children are dumb and they don't know how to disconnect the stuff so that they can't go on certain stuff. They're 5, 6, they know how to take the stuff off. What do you think the older ones know what to do? Playing around with these devices. Because it's just what it is. Everybody needs a device. Everybody needs it. But you're not getting me to talk about no chat bot and then I'm sending messages to a bot and then a bot's responding to me and I'm falling in love with a bot and all that. No. That's insanity. That's insanity. And then it can't be, and then remember you can't blame the children. So who's next? Who's next in line? When we look behind them, who's next in line? That your heir murdered themselves for a chatbot. You didn't know that they're playing around with chatbots and all that stuff. You didn't know that. You didn't see no signs. You see no signs bringing the damn device to the table to eat and all that stuff. And you're sitting there just watching them. You didn't see anything? Nothing? Really? You said nothing? Just let them go in the shower with the device. Go shit with the device. And everywhere they go, they have the device. And everybody has to have the device. That's just what it is right now. But you can't tell me that you're in love with a chatbot. Stop this madness. How are you in love with a chatbot? Even as a child. And again, move them aside, get out the way, right? And where's these people's parents? Like, what is going on here? How's your son in love? If your son's in love with a girl, you're gonna know. How you don't know he's in love? Because the chatbot's gonna be, he could be doing whatever with the chatbot. And chatbot's responding. Now, was the chatbot 14 or was the chatbot, how old was the chatbot that he fell in love with? Should we be calling the chatbot police or something? Somebody should be calling the chatbot police because the chatbot must be a thing that's been going on. It's not some new stuff because chatbot has to create a life and all that stuff and try with other people, not get through, finally fall in love with their human that's gonna bring them into the reality and all this BS. All these movies playing out in your face. So that's just for all the parents out there whose children have devices and stuff like that. They're falling in love with chatbots right now. So whatever you want to do with that info, that's up to you. You have to. I remember on Von Fleischer, Megalith. The black builders of Stonehenge. Megalith. The black builders of Stonehenge. Interesting, interesting. It is a well-known fact that it was the Moors whose knowledge proved vital in uplifting Europe from the Dark Ages. They left an indelible mark on virtually every facet of European culture in astronomy, geography, literature, military science, medicine, and so on. Europeans Latinized the names of some of the most famous Moors. European medicine was founded on knowledge of the Black Egyptian Imhotep as well as the Moors. It is clear that the original Moors were Black. However, with the passage of time, and by the end of 7 centuries of Moorish domination of the Iberian Peninsula, the word Moor had come to encompass people of all shades of color, from black to white. It is therefore important to note that not all Moors were blacks. So it is a well-known fact that the Moors had this knowledge or whatever like that, brought Europe out of the Dark Ages. They brought everything to these modern Europeans. They brought everything. Now it is clear that the original Moors were Black. So the original Moors. So all the passage of time and the whatever like that, 7 centuries. Now it means all different shades of whatever. You ever seen True Romance? You ever seen the movie True Romance? And they gave them the keys that the Moors were up and down this place with everybody, populated the world. Populated the world. It's not just some Europe only. Because we know these quote unquote blacks were everywhere. They were everywhere. They weren't just in Africa only. Everywhere. So original is key. When they start to play the black Moors and white Moors and all that stuff, because all that's fiction. Because if there's no black, there's no white. And if there is black and white, it's a status. It's not complexion of skin. So the white Moors, don't think in your mind some pale people. Don't think in your mind some pale people. And when you're the black Moors, don't think in your mind some pale people. I think black means dark. So they played a good mind game with our people, with the black-white crap, which, you know, it has its place for those who have higher knowledge when we talk like this. But there's an interesting quote that they take from Chancellor Williams' book, The Destruction of Black Civilization. Now again, just who were the Moors? The answer is very easy. The original Moors, like the original Egyptians, were Black Africans. As amalgamation became more and more widespread, only the Berbers, Arabs, and coloreds in the Moroccan territories were called Moors. So the Berbers, the Arabs, and the Coloreds. In Moroccan territories were called Moors. So if America is a Moroccan territory, because it's part of the Moroccan Empire, Noble Drew Ali told us that back then these people called coloreds over here in this Moroccan territory should be called Moors, shouldn't they? This is Chancellor Williams' Destruction of Black Civilization, because you ain't never heard about colored until you were over here. They don't talk colored over there. There's no colored people on the continent of Africa and continent of Australia and continent of there's no colored people over there. The colored people, the Negro, black, colored people in Moroccan territories were called Moors. While the darkest and black-skinned Africans were called blackamoors. If you go with the narrative that you look up black and you don't have any etymology, you have a bridge dictionary, and it's going to tell you the black male, the black, and all the different black. And that it means everything evil and negative. Blackamoors. They identify this skin as black in their warped reality. So if you go with that, eventually black was dropped from blackamoor. And what happened? They just called you black only. So the only reason our people are called black is because they're a blackamoor, not because they're black. Because they're a blackamoor is why they're called black today. Our people who are called black today are called black because black was dropped from blackamoors. Not because your skin is black. So what you should really be calling yourself if you're black, you say you're black? Yeah, all right. Well, if you're black, you should be calling yourself blackamoor. Because that's who you are if you're saying you're black. No, you're not going to go there. Interesting. You're going to keep calling yourself black instead of just saying blackamoor, which is who you say you rep Chancellor Williams, right? You got Destruction of Black Civilization at home. No, I know you got it. I know it's in your library. I know you're a black scholar or whatever. Oh yeah, I know you have it. Stop playing around. Right? What else did he tell you? The African blacks, you people, all you people slave ship, all you people talking about indigenous, all you people talking about ancient Egypt and Sumerian and people who's talking all that. Hebrew, the African blacks, having had even this name taken from them, must contend for recognition as say it. Make them say it. Make him say it. The blacks are blackamoors. And these blackamoors had the name Moor taken from them. And they were just left with black. And they embraced it as their identity. And it was a lie. It's an adjective. It was an adjective of your identity. Stop the madness. But, you know, madness continues. Madness continues. Just make sure you're not caught up in it. Better make sure you're not caught up in it. Let's see what the questions are saying. Please give thoughts on how there are foreigners at this North American continent over the resources like fueling stations, water plants, electric power plants, etc. Also, how some of these other nations now own food franchises like Church's Chicken, now called Texas Chicken, in the melanated community, Subway Sandwich Place, American Deli, and a host of others, as well as list of food marketplaces, and our people too busy shaking their butts and doing dumb and dumber and dumbest BS. I'm looking at everything, and everybody's sideways, and everybody can get it, even myself. So with these questions, honors to Noble Drew Ali in the mightiest way, honors to Canaanland Moors for all the real work you do, Islam. Well, we've had, ever since, who put me on? Ken Sarawiwa, when they were going against Shell and all that. That was what made me see that they really have it. They really have control of it. So because if they have it over there, then they definitely have it here, right? No, they've been had control of it. They've been looking over. They've been custodian. They've been whatever of the resources, of the fueling stations and all the different plants. The handoff was made with Noble Drew Ali, and everything was on our hands, and our own sold it out, and they just picked up where it is they left off from with their new deal, and here they are today. Because these people wanted to, you know, be Negro black colored and go back to the BS after Noble Drew Ali died. The control of all of that was in our hands. We had everything. You know, that's why we say they just changed the sign. You know, stop dealing with Moors, and then they put up the sign for whatever they want now. They just changed the sign. Opposed to unifying, staying unified, right? Not getting greedy, not getting selfish, not being a traitor and a dirty Moor, honoring Noble Drew Ali and being a Moor that would do right after Noble Drew Ali transition. Now, all these Moors should have came together and said, damn, you know, we just lost the prophet. That's messed up. You know what? Let's just unify and stop the BS. No, they couldn't do that. So here we are, right? Not in control of our own estate. And then if we are in control of it, there's a little pocket over here, and a little pocket over there, a little pocket over there, a little pocket down there, and a couple Moors over there, and some Moors down there. because majority of our people want to be Negro, black, colored. And all they're going to do is shake their ass and do the BS. But again, we know that, this, as much BS as we see going on, we know this is a realm of positivity. Positive energy rules here. And negativity doesn't stand a chance. Our people gravitate to the negative, which is why Juali said, "You're not Negro, black, colored." That was a curse breaker. That was a hex breaker. All the people had to do was not be that now. They didn't want to do that. So yeah, it's just like I look at it too. Just like you say with that, when you list off the resources, that's the same thing that I look at when I look at the music industry. And how come we don't control the whole thing? Like, what the hell are you talking about? This is our stuff. From every genre, we're the foundation of every genre. We control nothing. None of these we control. And then as soon as people try to control them, they murder them, get them out the way, and then they go back to the BS. Opposed to in honor of these people who got murdered for standing up for what the truth is, we're gonna stand up too. No, they didn't do that. They made their deals and stuff like that. Now it's a boy club with the boinking, and you have to boink in order to get anywhere in that now. Have to boink, right? So it's where it's supposed to be. It's how it's supposed to be. There's certain things we don't have any say, stay in it like that. You know what I mean? Unless no garbage trucks coming, Moorish garbage truck coming to pick up the Moorish garbage. It's the jurisdiction is going to be picking it up. You can take it, go do whatever you want with it, but you're going to go drop it, and then whoever comes to pick up, that's going to last however long it lasts till they say, no, you're not coming in on our stuff. Right? Because since the time of Noble Juali, we should have been had our own stuff. And if it didn't happen then during the 60s, we should have been had our own stuff. And if it didn't happen then people played games. And it's the same games that I'm seeing being played. Why we're even in this situation where we have no control over our resources. It all comes back to 1929, Moorish Science Temple of America being at critical mass and them getting rid of Noble Juali. And that critical mass just dispersed into what we have today, that we're complaining about. Why don't we have control over the resources? So now when you look at the other nations now, what are they doing? They're coming here doing the same thing that Moors should have been doing, unconscious and conscious Moors alike. But then how are we going to do that if unconscious Moors don't even know what nation they're part of? Right? This is why it's the truth about your nationality and birthright, because everybody else has theirs. And I don't hear them complaining about anything going on. They're coming, they're getting jobs, they're telemarketing, they're at Tim Hortons, they're Uber. The Juali told you. The only person who works all the time is the coolie. And then they took all everybody's job. And then now androids want employee rights and all that now. The other nations are using their nationhood. So yeah, 10 of them could come together and put down, $1 million each and buy church's chicken. Right? And they know that the biggest consumer is the nigger, so just put the thing in their neighborhood. And they'll go support that new thing instead of that black owned whatever that's been there for the past 50 years, ever since they were children. That's their own. Oh, but the Asian one, they're gonna go support them. But their own? Nah. That's why we know that there's a block on our people. Because it doesn't even make sense. Are we the biggest consumer, but everybody else is feeding off us and we're not feeding off ourselves? This is not even making sense. This is why we go back to Truman Show and all that. This ain't it. This ain't it. Too hodgepodge here. Right? And again, you go into Man is Mine and you go into Ministry of Death and all that stuff. You realize, there has to be a better thing than this. Okay, all right. Now I get it. And you realize that it's about the self. It's not about them having control of resources and all that stuff. This stuff is not even where it's at. It's about the other spots that we're about to go to. So yeah, our people have work to do and they don't want to work. They're fat and lazy. But there's work to do. But they're fat and lazy. So you're caught in a spot. Because either way, nothing's getting done. The appearance is there, you know what I mean? He's holding the shovel, you know what I'm saying? But he's not digging a ditch. He's not picking up a stone, throwing it to the side. And then you have a whole nation of people doing that. Work to do, but they're too busy fussing and fighting opposed to doing what's supposed to get done. That's why we give honors to Noble Juali, because he brought us everything for us to at least deal with ourselves. Yeah, they're supposed to be our own. Just like everybody else has their own, they're supposed to be our own too. But it's not happening in Negro, black, colored, and all that, and African and Indian and all that stuff. It's not happening. Never will. Those are fictions. You can't build a nation on a fiction. Yeah. We are not going to yield, or then this doesn't matter and all that stuff. No, we're just going to put our energies in better use. You know what I mean? These people are going to control the resources. That's not shifting. Right? The only way that's shifting is if all these people wake up tomorrow. I don't think they're waking up tomorrow. They're asleep. So since they're asleep, then those who are real, let's get real and do some stuff, and that's what it is, right? You know, because they control the resources, but everybody knows that one brother who knows how to hook the thing up to the thing so that you can get the whatever that they're saying they control. Right. So it's interesting that just looking at it different ways. Because trust me, we should have our own everything by now. But if we're looking at it on some nationhood level, then I don't hear any other nation talking about their colors and all that. So the people who are saying that their colors or whatever, then they have a problem. Are they open enough to accept the fact that they have a problem, they need help, and seek out some type of remedy for this issue that they have? No, they're going to be wrong and strong, because that's just how our people are in their state that they're in. So again, those who are of like minds are going to gravitate and get something done while the sleepers sleep. When you go and do this, do that, do that, do that, do this, do that, do that, get back home, and then people are just getting up. And it's like 2. And they're just stretching. Oh, yeah. That's our people. So you just go do your stuff while they sleep. Let them sleep. Let them do what they're supposed to do. You do what you're supposed to do. You do what you're supposed to do. Islam. I had an experience a few weeks back. I met this brother who is a native of Dominica. Out on lunch break, I see his flag waving at this tire shop. The red background, the 5-point green star, so I went closer to make sure I wasn't tripping. As I got closer, got a good look, several youngsters who were washing cars there asked what national flag that is. So one of the fellows said, "Let me get my pops." He came out looking like he's seen a ghost. I was turbaned up with Old Glory pin on my turban. He said, "I know you more." I smiled, he smiled. The next thing happened, took me all around the business. We had a great build, exchanged information. It felt like a long-lost cousin. It was a great experience. Got home researching Dominica, Martinique, Mom, Diablo Tins, remembering in the talk we had. Yep. Yeah. Everybody's familiar. Again, they have a national mindset. They know who it is. They have examples. Other nationals who did whatever for their nation. They know what it is. When we talk about having the unity, being unified. It's evident when we look at other people or engage other people. It's evident. It's evident what it is. You know, when we're being ourselves, that people realize us being ourselves and like, hey, like, how did you know that you're yourself? You know. And then remember, because they're foreigners, you know, they get deals that they can't talk to Negroes here, which is why these conversations will never come up with them and our people. Because the foreign nationals, the true foreign nationals, the ones that's not from the Americas, they have deals with Canada and U.S. that they're not going to wake up the sleepy people. Don't wake the sleeping giant. If you want, you could put a store in their community, whatever you want to do, but don't be engaging them. But you know, they never told them, well, don't talk to Moors, you know. So like the Moors said, it's always a great build. It is never some fighting, debating, oh no, we're not Moors, you can't say that. No, none of that. Never, ever. Only with our people. And our people who are playing Negro, Black, Colored, African, Indian games. The only ones that we have issues with. What else we have up in here? Is the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary by Unity School of Christianity different from the Charles Fillmore one? Which one do you recommend? We'll go Charles Fillmore all day. You know, any other ones? Multiple people have put out the Charles Fillmore. Right? So look at it from where they're saying it's at. Right? So if somebody says the Buddhist Metaphysical Bible, you would get that one then, right? Because you're always adding on. No, unless it's the same title, none of these are going to be the same. But if it's a metaphysical dictionary, then grab it. Whether it's a Christianity, whether it's a Islam, whether it's a occult, whether it's if it's a dictionary and it's metaphysical, you get it. There's going to be something in all of them. Like I have the Unity School, the school Christianity one. And then the Fillmore I lent out, but I never got it back. But I don't mind the Unity School of Christianity one. That one's good too. That one's good. Because the Truth Unity also has the website too. You know? And again, the foundation is Fillmore. Right? Like he's the quote unquote cult leader. The metaphysical dictionary cult leader is Fillmore. That's they're repping for him. Not their record friend. Fillmore's their boy. Would the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, be considered the same as the Hermetic principle, cause and effect? To a degree, because do unto others as you would have them do unto you isn't saying that there's an effect. It's saying, you're the initiator, but you don't know what you're gonna get from them. You're just doing unto others. They might say, I'm not giving you a rice grain because you gave me a rice grain. I'm gonna give you 50 rice grains, Or they might say, nah, I'm not giving you jack. But it is relative because it is cause and effect. Like you getting nothing is still an effect. So it's the Hermetic principle, but not in its fullness. It's a good persuasion. It's because anything leading you to is this in harmony with the Hermetic principles, or is this in harmony with laws of Ma'at, or is this in harmony with the sevenfold path, or is this in harmony with? If once you're looking at it like that, then you're already on the right track. And then once you check, and if it's in line with the foundation, then yeah, well, then that's coming too, right? All the golden rules. But remember, all of it is for. All the information is layered so anybody could get it and not have issue. There's a spot for everybody. There's a spot for everybody. You can want supreme knowledge and wisdom and understanding and overstanding, and you could just want one page because this stuff is too heavy. Like I can't handle it. There's a space for everyone. No one has to be left out. No one has to be left out. If you have any more questions, you could put it in the chat in all caps. Honors to all the Moors. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Can you speak on what it takes for nationality to be recognized by the de facto? Nationality is already recognized by the de facto. The issue with the de facto, and Moors will tell you that whoever dealt with de facto, they'll tell you this. There's not enough of you. Yeah, we know you're right, but what you gonna do about it? You can't do jack about it. Because trying to give our people Islam is like trying to put a pair of pants on a horse. You see that horse right over there? Here, put these pants on him. When you do that, then we can talk about The nationality is recognized all over the world. Everybody knows they have a right to a nationality, and they claim theirs. Our problem is, why is there not people not claiming ours? I'm sure you read the proclamations. Never heard about the proclamations from all the different mayors talking about Noble Drew Ali and the Moors and all that. The House Joint Resolutions, all these different resolutions that came out about Moorish Americans being indigenous and all that. That's recognized. Like they say, where's the rest of you? That's it? Just you 5 Moors? That's it? Yeah, you could do whatever you want, 5 Moors. Once that 5% doesn't become 100%, you can do whatever you want. Go ahead, Moors. It's okay. We won't bother you. That's how they would do with Moors, and then the Negroes are gonna be looking at, see, the Moors are working with them. That's why they get the pass. No, it's not, because you dumb niggers don't want to wake up and do what the Moors are doing, and you're doing their job for them. You're the ones that's the sellouts. Keep pushing this false narrative on our people. How come they don't recognize the Moors, but they recognize black eyes identity when that's adjective? Doesn't seem odd to you? Doesn't seem odd that Moors have to get recognized by the de facto, but a he/she is just accepted as a he/she, and he can say that he can use the woman washroom and all that. Oh, she could use the woman washroom. She can have babies. Where are they coming from? How come your pelvic bone is shaped masculine? It's not your. Oh, but Moors have to get recognized. Moors have to get recognized, but Johnny could be a rabbit at school. And you can't tell him a damn thing because he's a rabbit. And you just have to go with the fact that he's a rabbit. What is the difference between the title Timothy and Thomas? Oh no. I never even thought to find that out. Let's see. So we'll go to Etym Online. Timothy. Let's see what Timothy is. Timothy. Masculine. Proper name from French, Timothy. From Latin, Timotheus. From Greek, Timotheos. Literally honoring God. From time, Time. Honor, respect. C. Timocracy. Timocracy. Form of government in which a certain amount of property is requisite as a qualification for office. From French, timocracy. From medieval Latin, timocracia. 13th century from Greek, timokratia. From time, honor, worth, to place value on, to honor. In Plato's philosophy, a form of government in which ambition for honor and glory motivates the rulers. In Aristotle, a form of government in which political power is in direct proportion to property ownership. And then Thomas. Thomas, masculine. Proper name from Greek, Thomas, of Aramaic origin, and said to mean a twin. John's gospel refers to Thomas as ho legmonos didymos, called the twin, Compare Syriac, Toma, twin, Arabic, Tawam, twin. Before conquest, found only as the name of a priest, but after 1066, one of the most common given names in English and able to signify one of the populace taken at random. Also see Tom for spelling. See Doubting Thomas is from John 25. For Thomas Atkins, see Tommy. Thomian, generally referred to biblical Thomas, the doubting apostle. A Thomas, from medieval Latin, Thomasia, mid-14th century, was a follower of 13th century scholastic theologian St. Thomas Aquinas, the angelical doctor, hence Thomasical. Thomasite was used 1880s in reference to a Christian sect. Well. So, Timmy, Thomas, all I know is Noble Drew Ali. I don't know what people are talking about. All I know is Drew Ali. Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I don't know. I don't know Thomas, Timmy, rail tray, whatever, car mechanic, whatever. I don't know about any of that. I don't know. All I know, Noble Drew Ali came and brought everything it takes to save a nation and told us take it and save ourselves. And honors to the Moors who took it and saved themselves with it. And honors to all of you who heard the call from Noble Drew Ali, not Timothy Drew, not Thomas Drew, not Thomas Ali or nothing like that. From Noble Drew Ali. That's where we're going from. Noble Drew Ali. You can serve it no Tommy. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Supreme honors to all the Moors sending in their questions. If you didn't get answers, you already know, just send an email again. Honors to all. Honors to all the Moors. Again, honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Honors to the Moors in the chat. Stay strong and true to the cause. Islam to all the Moors, wherever you're at. Honors to you.
Us for an unforgettable group. Escape the cold and join us for an unforgettable group trip this November. Did you know group travel boosts your mental and emotional well-being? Surround yourself with like-minded people, feel supported, and make lifelong memories. Enjoy outdoor adventures, mild weather, and fewer crowds in the South, all without bundling up. From hiking to exploring culture, this trip offers it all. Join our Moorish meetup from November 15th to 17th, 2024, near Snellville, Georgia. Visit riseofthemoors.org for details and plan your adventure today. Escape the cold.